Hi, I'm Charlie and welcome to the first video of 2026 from Help Me GMP. Here we'll be describing what a quality management system actually is. If you work in pharma, every audit, every inspection, and every batch has its foundation in one place: your QMS. But here's the question most people get wrong. What actually is a quality management system and what isn't it? Let's clear that up. A quality management system, or QMS, is the framework that defines how a pharmaceutical organization meets good manufacturing practice requirements. It ensures that every product is consistently produced and controlled to the required quality standards, in compliance with its marketing authorization and regulatory expectations, and in particular, GMP or good manufacturing practice. The QMS covers the entire product lifecycle, from raw material qualification and supplier management, through manufacture, testing, release, storage, and distribution. According to EU GMP Part 1, Chapter 1 and Annex 1, the QMS must ensure that quality is built into every stage of manufacture, not simply tested at the end. That means the system must define responsibilities, document and control every process, manage change, and verify that all activities remain under continuous control. During inspections, regulators examine the QMS to confirm that management oversight, training, deviation handling, and continual improvement are in place and effective. A well-designed QMS is built on interconnected subsystems that work together. Typical components include document control, maintaining current SOPs records and templates under version control; change control, evaluating and authorizing planned changes before implementation; deviation and kappa management, identifying non-conformances, investigating root causes, fixing the problem and preventing recurrence; training and competence, ensuring all staff are qualified for the tasks they perform; internal audits and self-inspections, verifying that procedures are followed and systems are effective; risk management, identifying, evaluating, and mitigating potential failures using the principles of ICH Q9; management review, assessing performance metrics, audit outcomes, and opportunities for improvement. Together, these subsystems create a loop of feedback and continual improvement, a requirement under ICH Q10 and a key expectation of every inspectorate. Regulatory agencies often identify weaknesses in this loop during inspections. Common findings include ineffective change control, kappa actions left incomplete, lack of trending or root cause analysis, and insufficient management oversight. Published inspection finding summaries from the MHRA, EMA, and FDA repeatedly show that QMS failures are a leading cause of major and critical deficiencies. When the QMS is weak, data integrity suffers, deviation closure is delayed, and decision-making becomes reactive rather than proactive. Annex 1 also links the QMS directly to the contamination control strategy for sites manufacturing sterile products. It states that the QMS must integrate quality risk management principles into facility design, maintenance, and operational controls. That means the QMS isn't only about documentation. It governs how equipment is qualified, how clean rooms are operated, and how quality culture is maintained day to day. Many organizations now use electronic QMS platforms, or EQMS, to manage workflows. These systems automate document control, training, change management, and kappa tracking, and provide complete audit trails. But regulatory guidance is clear. The software itself is not the QMS. The QMS is the underlying framework, the procedures, risk management, leadership commitment, and continual improvement processes that define how quality is achieved. Technology supports the system, but cannot replace it. A poorly designed and implemented EQMS is much greater risk than a well-managed paper-based system. A robust QMS provides documented assurance that manufacturing processes are in control, that risks are identified and mitigated, and that every batch released is backed by evidence of compliance. It enables transparency across departments, from production to quality assurance, and gives senior management the data they need to make quality-driven decisions. It also supports data integrity, ensuring that information is attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, accurate, complete, consistent, enduring, and available. The ALCOA Plus principles are defined in the MHRA GXP Data Integrity Guidance from 2018 and PICS PI 0411. There's another plus being added to the ALCOA acronym too, bringing us to ALCOA++. The final requirement is traceable, And this full acronym and requirement will be defined in the anticipated update to EU GMP Chapter 4 on documentation. Ultimately, a strong QMS protects patients. It ensures that medicines are safe, effective, and of consistent quality, and that any deviation is detected and corrected before it can reach the patient. Every successful audit, inspection, and batch release depends on the QMS being implemented and maintained effectively across all departments. If you found this helpful, explore our videos on change control, CAPA, and deviation management. Each one forms part of your QMS. Subscribe to Help Me GMP for more clear, factual training that helps you apply the principles of good manufacturing practice in your own facility.